yes, Vosh, I think you're garbage. I think you're trash.
I can't believe she would use the G slur against me. Anna being horrific? Okay, fine, let's see.
Brother gave a lot of money for me to read this comment, so we'll do it.
Oh my God!
Cenk, so Vosh responded to the clip of you yesterday.
Yeah, okay, all right. I do not support like the financing of drama, okay? I do not support the financing of drama, just to make it perfectly clear. It's the artificial imposition of capital onto drama. You pay people enough money to shit talk each other and they will.
By saying that he's not a grifter and that he thinks there's a gas leak at TYT. Okay, that seems clever. He said he thinks very highly of you and Anna. Well, he has a curious way of showing it.
He calls people that he thinks highly of bitches and the R word. Is that what?
Oh, come on. What? She was literally on Twitter palling around with blue checks, like shit talking Lance. I can't, come on. I can't take this seriously. Wait, yeah, it's like a 5-year-old. It's like he says the B word. Come on.
What he does? That's what he does?
Yeah, he's got a...
Also, wait, I have called people that I like bitches and retard before. That is true, actually. I'm not saying that that's the case here, but you know, I have done that.
Curious way of showing that high regard, but feels justified in informing his audience that he disagrees and was shocked by the response he got for Anna.
Listen, I think Vosh is trash. Okay, and if you actually genuinely do watch Vosh on a regular basis, you also know he's trash, which makes me wonder, why do you keep writing into us, urging us to have that trash on our show? And yes, Vosh, I think you're garbage. I think you're trash. Found a lot of...
I can't believe she would use the G slur against me. She does seem a little mad, yeah.
Interesting things about what you had to say about the transgender community. Tried to scrub the internet of those videos. I found them. Really?
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my God! What? Wait, first of all, scrub the internet of those videos. I have videos on those videos. The one, like the Thought Slime Meltdown stream, I've done videos about that where I showed all of it. None of the... What? She has the tapes. She found them on this backup site where all of my deleted videos are, called youtube.com/c/Vosh. I found the secret archive of all your bad takes. I went to least recent video and I pulled that. That's not even like remotely a secret. I never hide or bury drama. Also, isn't it crazy how every time the same thing happens? Because like we DM'd a decent amount back when we were on good terms because we agreed with each other and I respected her. And she was like, I don't know why people are so mean to you. I don't understand. I've seen your videos and they're great. What, like, so what do you think is more likely? Do you think that only in the past few months has she suddenly discovered the content of the Thought Slime stream, which is like 5 years old and constantly posted in left circles to smear me? Or do you think now that I'm not on her team, she suddenly thinks it's bad? That's how you can tell a person is completely unprincipled. It's when something only becomes an issue if you're suddenly against them. You know that kind of person, right? There are like, interpersonally, there are people like that, where if they're friends with you and you up or something, they're like, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal, you know, like, oh, that. But then like later, if you're no longer friends, they're like, oh, actually, like when that happened, that was like really, it's like, well, what was the problem with the action? Or do you just, is it just like totally contextual, you know? No principles, none whatsoever. How long till she brings up the Vosh? Oh, she's gonna be like, yeah, I've heard the secret tapes that Vosh has never discussed before, where people allege that he's a pedophile. Yeah, the real shebang, dude. People, everyone but me is terrible. How long till she calls your cock mid? Just the full cat black, like 20,000 word Substack, Twitter tweet thread. It's just, it's like a snowball rolling down the hill where everyone who hates me eventually just becomes the same guy, you know, like the same person. Yeah, fantastic. Release the cock videos, Vosh. But yeah, I'll say it. Vosh has a garbage penis. Vosh, can you disagree with somebody without them losing their shit? Well, I think it's kind of an indication of the fact that my brain is huge and I'm very emotionally stable. That for the most part, when I disagree with a person or when my positions on a person change, it's usually pretty principled, I feel. Like, what I'm attacking Anna Kasparian specifically over the shit that she's doing, you know what I mean? Whereas with her, it's like, oh, well, actually, he always was trash. Or like, actually, I have found these leaked tape. You know, it's just, if you don't like a person, there's a reason for it. And if you do, there's a reason for it. I can easily say, I think Anna Kasparian's been an asset to the left in many instances throughout her career. And that it's this recent turn that's been insane. But like, you know, but that's because I'm not like a weirdo. So anyway, we're only like a minute in. Okay, we'll see.
Curious why you thought it was okay to say the kinds of things about them that you did, including the fact that
because I thought it was funny.
You think that they have mental illness, they're struggling with mental.
Everyone who disagrees with me is mentally ill.
Mental illness, that's what this is about. They're the most toxic people on the internet.
Let's move on from this one.
I've got the receipts.
It's just, Anna, it's not a secret. Does anyone remember the title of the video? Everyone can look. Does anyone remember the title of the video where I went over the Thought Slime stream? Does anyone remember? Because it was like a year and a half ago or something, but I went over all of it. Does anyone remember what it was called? Oh, Posadas John. I wonder if it occurred to me at all back during. Oh yeah, this is from a fan channel, from the Voshhead fan channel. I know I have it somewhere on my channel, but this would be it, right? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is the content. Anyway, it's somewhere on my channel too.
I'm ready to show them, but calling me a bitch turf because I just
wait, hold on. Did I call her a turf? I don't think. Wait, hold on. I stand by the bitch comment. Did I call her a turf? I don't think her rhetoric is turfy. I don't remember saying that. If I did, then I think that's imprecise and was probably just. I think you did. Okay, then I don't think that's a precise description of her ideology. I think she's being transphobic. I don't think she's a turf. I do think she's a bitch.
Don't think that it's you know, politically advantageous to refer to women as birthing people or people with a uterus.
Oh my dude, holy shit. The beef gets so boring so fast if it's all gonna be like pearl clutching, man. Dude, I'm sorry that one medical document you saw the term birthing person, which was referring to all people who can give birth, which isn't just women, because you yourself have acknowledged that trans men can give birth. I'm sorry that you're so self-centered and absorbed that you saw that term and have since then determined to like make your offense at that term part of your identity, to the point where you are lying when you say that it was referring to women, because you know goddamn well the point of that term is to refer to people who can give birth, which includes people who are not women, something you've acknowledged. Like yeah, it's like ridiculous.
That's terrible, I can't do that. But you can say some of the most disgusting things about the transgender community and then pretend like you have the moral high ground?
Correct. Not pretend, I do. Always have. All the time. Obviously, yes.
You're garbage, Vosh. I don't respect you, which is why I don't want to talk to you. It's that simple.
Yeah. But he would talk with, by the way, she was willing to talk with Adam and Sitch, who had gone after her for years. And those are like actual vile conservatives. And she was like, oh, well, I've always been willing to talk to people who, you know, like, I'm really cool. I'm politically homeless, and like I'm just willing to have convos with people. You know why? Because Adam and Sitch won't call her on her shit, and I will. It's that simple. Anna's smart, sure, but she's not me. She knows perfectly well that in a direct conversation it would be over, which is why she won't have it. It's literally that simple. Like you know, there's you can equivocate all you want, but like that, and she's correct in this assumption. There are lots of people less intelligent than me who aren't smart enough to know they shouldn't talk to me, but she's smart enough to know that she shouldn't.
Yeah, okay. So look, guys, the thing I can't stand is when people say crazy, horrible things about us and they go, why are you grabbing me? Why are you grabbing me?
Attention, he wants it so bad.
Wait, how am I the one doing it? I just smile and laugh. You could say like, whatever, wait. Oh wait, I'm not the one pearl clutching. What? Oh wait, which one? I'm not the one pearl clutching here. I'm fully familiar with this with e-banter. Why are you pretending I'm the one pearl clutching? Pigeon, why are you screaming so much? Why? I don't know what's up with her, guys. Pigeon's screaming. I don't know. She also screamed at the Humanist Report for very mild dude, do you guys remember all of her deleted tweets on birthing persons or whatever? She was screaming at everyone. It's purely emotional, you know? It's like she's begging people to be sexist about it. Like, so she can pearl clutch harder. She was attacking everyone, and she's objectively wrong too. So again, she simultaneously believes these two things. Hey, as long as we're like clip farming or whatever, Anna, you can like respond to this anytime you want, okay? Why do you say birthing person refers to women when you acknowledge the existence of trans men and non-binary people, many of whom can give birth, who aren't women? You know the term refers to a broader group of people. It would be like saying, like for prostate cancer or whatever, it'd be like saying something like people with prostates. Like, that doesn't mean men. If they meant men, they'd say men, but there are like people who aren't men who have prostates. Though admittedly, trans women tend not to get prostate cancer because of estrogen or whatever, but you know what I mean. These two beliefs are not capable of being held at the same time. So this is like purely emotion, low IQ, whiny, you know, and I don't respect it. I don't. But she'll never address this. She's been doing this for months. It is so easy to pivot to the right, man. It is so crazy easy. Holy shit.
Congratulations, Vosh. You got the attention
Thank you.
you so desperately want. You're trash.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you.
That's what I think of you.
It's like, well, I'm just calling you guys the R word and then stuff. But why are you attacking me?
What? Cenk, when have I ever said, why are you why would I, if I responded that way every time people attacked me, that'd be my entire channel all the time, because I'm always under attack and I'm taking the heat. Listen, okay? Like clay, all right? I am hardened in the heat. Not an erection joke. This is a great pause frame, by the way. This is very good. That's like emote worthy right there. He's just defending Anna and doesn't know what's going on. This is unironically why I like Cenk, okay? Cenk is ride or die. If you're friends with Cenk and you call him at 3 a.m. and you're like, dude, I need a place to bury a body and I need you to like, I need an alibi, like right now, okay? He will do it for you. He will do or say anything to defend Anna. And I genuinely feel like it's like authentic puppy dog loyalty. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Like I actually find it's like a very rare trait, and I think it's very endearing, even if politically it's really bad in this case. Yeah, it's like he's just sitting over there. He's just like blind firing. He's like, well, the thing I don't like about Vosh is, you know, what he's short, and you know, I don't like the stuff he said about Nicaragua. What? I don't know. He's stinky.
Okay, so guys,
You seem to be having a lot of fun with this drama. Yeah, it is fun. I won't pretend it's not like actually disappointing though. You know, obviously it's a net negative politically, the direction that Anna is taking. But it is very silly, you know. It's one of those rare bits of, so to put in perspective like how bad this is from their side of things, okay? When I had beef with Professor Flowers, my community was split over it. When I had beef with Mel, my community was split over it. When I had beef with FT Signifier, that's right, yeah. When I've spoken negatively on him, my community's been split in it, okay? To be clear on how like overt this is, TYT is one of the largest left-leaning networks on the internet, and my community is not even a little bit split. That is how bad they've behaved. Like that is how slanted this drama is. Normally, I feel some level of frustration or panic because I feel like I'm going to have to work to justify what I say or my positions or whatever. But in this case, they have so thoroughly denigrated themselves that I don't feel that need to my community. I'll still explain why. I mean, I've been explaining, but I don't have to because it's so obvious, you know? It's kind of crazy. Vosh, I think the only time this community has been in full agreement is here with TYT, with Shu, and with Destiny. The community was split on Destiny for ages because so many of his people were in my community as well. And even with Shu, there's been variants. I genuinely think this thing with TYT is the cleanest break I've ever seen, and it's against the biggest left-leaning network that's ever disagreed with me. So I guess it's just funny because of how obvious it all is. Though, of course, the outcome of any situation in which a person disagrees with me, the outcome is all according to Kaikaku. Here, let's finish this damn clip.
Oh, it's not just about Bush. To all the criers out there who say horrible, horrible things about us, and then when we tweak you back,
that's so true. You've got your finger on the pulse of this discourse, Cenk. I find him so endearing. I can't.
I don't need your stupid tears. Go away, okay? So fine, you like. I mean, what if I get like? Look, I'm willing to talk to almost anybody. So you want to debate? What are we going to debate?
We can just talk, man. I don't know if I'd want to debate Cenk on Anna, because that kind of... I don't like debating people on other people, but it'd be fun to talk to him, you know? Send the email. I already have a line of communication with him that is underway. I don't know if it's going to pan out, though. I mean, I did send messages to Anna Kasparian that she never replied to, and, you know, that bridge is pretty well burnt. She knows she shouldn't talk to me. She knows to stay the f*** away from me, so I'm not sure. But I wouldn't want to, like, epically tear Cenk apart or anything like that. Like, sincerely, you know, I would much rather, I don't know what I want to do with I don't know what kind of conversation I want to have with him, to be perfectly honest with you. I just have a good old time is what I want. I just, like, nice time. Do you guys want to hear the last messages that I sent Anna Kasparian? It's not leaking DMs because they're my DMs. That's within the purview. Just so people don't accuse me of, like, because I reached out to her. The first that I sent her on April 11th was, I'm sure I'm not the first person to message you on this, but I really do not understand your takes and behavior on this birthing person thing. It doesn't seem like a position you can be argued out of, so I don't know what to say on that front, but I do have a high opinion of you and hope you come around in it eventually. And then the next day, I said, after drinking a lot, the alcohol in my blood compels me to message you again, though I don't expect a response. I have been unkind to you lately, previously and again today, and I don't feel I'm wrong in doing so, because I'm usually unkind to people acting the way you are right now. It's in character for me. I don't think I could have stuck around as long as I have if I was the sort of person to turn a blind eye to bad behavior when it's coming from people that I like. Still, I want to make one thing totally clear. Nothing erases your years of good work, and I am always willing to talk, no matter what you do or say, even if it's in private. I cannot understand why you're acting this way, but I do want to. I don't expect that'll ever happen, but in the meantime, I really do hope you are pulled from this. And I never got a response to either of those. So, like, to be clear, I get accused of being a drama mongerer, but I am so much more willing than, like, anyone. I never get shown the kindness that I show to other people when it comes to trying to, like, resolve disagreements without turning it into a gigantic drama fest. So I don't want to hear it. That last one sounded a bit snide or sanctimonious, no? It should. I'm right and she's wrong. I'm better than her. It should sound snide. I don't shy away from sounding better than people when I am. This was right in the middle of her birthing person meltdown on Twitter. Why would I not? Of course I am. What? I'm going to pretend that this is like an equal... She's an adult. Not only is she an adult, she's older than me. And a professional. I'm not a professional. I'm a live streamer. She's been a part of a network, you know? I don't wear a suit to work. Pantsuit, I guess, for her.
What are we going to debate? Your positions are not consistent. So
I am the most consistent person in the online left. I'm just like full on, just 100. I am a goddamn rock. I'm a obsidian obelisk, riding tall in the middle of the field.
So am I debating the Vosh that hates trans people or the Vosh pretending to love trans people?
It really depends on the experience I've had on Twitter.com that day, okay? You have to ask me when you come into the debate. So have you tweeted something that made its way outside of your circle recently? If yes, it's the Vosh that hates trans people. It's the deeply trans
people.
I don't know
who I'm debating.
What's hot right now online?
Okay, where's the money? Where's the money?
Yeah.
It's true. Vosh will just say anything. He's always saying stuff that's good for his career. He's very... If there's one thing I know about Vosh, it's that he's always on the ball when it comes to current events, and he always takes the position that gets the most people to agree with him. And then he hasn't, had like 50 conversations on like whether or not it's morally acceptable to genocide white South Africans to the complete detriment of my career.
Oh, have I got you to talk about me? Have I got into your algorithm loop? Yahoo! Guys, there's a literal cottage industry of people.
And all jokes aside, of course, the weakest criticism that you can make of a YouTuber or like news site or the Young Turks or whatever else is you make money by talking about stuff. That's not like, it's our jobs.
People being paid but through the views, etc., to attack us and then pretend that they're not.
Like they're trash, exactly.
Wait, what? Am I pretending I'm not attacking them? I mean, right now I'm kind of not, because I'm not taking it too seriously, but that was a good meme right there. That was some good like old-fashioned VDS a little bit, That was like, that's hitting the classics right there. If you're gonna go after them for old shit, go after them for Young Turks raised 4 million for Republican. No, I don't need to do it. No. That's the thing. Okay, that's the thing. That's the difference between them and me. This is why I'm big brain, high IQ, and they're small brain, low IQ, okay? Because when I have a problem with what they're doing, all I have to do is point at the specific things they're doing, and that's it. I'm not interested in proving some grand narrative about how the TYT organization as a whole has fallen apart. I don't care. To be honest with you, I don't care that much about them being ineffectual or maybe even a little corrupt. If they overall spread a good message, if they're not lying, if they promote a good set of ideas, the internal organization, the functionality of the machine is, well, it's not meaningless, but it's not my first priority. I didn't attack them based on that before, and I'm not going to now. I just have to criticize them for the stuff they're doing right now. That's why they have to flail with this, like, Vosh makes money from his streams. That's true. That's true. They got me on that one. Good old drama. Good drama. Good drama. Love that. This is how Anna ended the show. Wait, how many clips are we going to look at here? We do have real politics to cover. Shots fired by Anna Kasparian. How long is this? This is 4 seconds long. Okay. 4-second clip. That's pretty light. I can handle that. Yeah. All right, I'm going to click the button. I'm going to unmute Reddit. Now I'm going to click the button.
By the way, Vosh is trash. Bye-bye.
You say.
Damn, she is mad. She's mad. Holy shit. Big mad. God damn. Damn, she's so white. She is white, but she's mostly mad. Being mad is an aracial trait. It can happen to anyone, and it has happened to many people with regards to me. How did you get under her skin like this and not Lance and Mike or Emma? What the I have a couple of guesses. One of them is that I'm larger than Lance or Mike. Well, I don't know if I'm larger than Mike. I certainly in terms of like swaying the discourse and generating attention and view count, I'm pretty influential, so that's definitely a factor there. Also, I'm much more vitriolic with my criticism, which I'm fine with. I'm okay with that. I never pretended to be civil, at least in terms of levying insults. I love insulting people. It's like my favorite thing. But I think for Anna, it's a lot more personal. I think the problem with... okay, this is just a guess, and I could be wrong. I don't want to imply that I know this for sure. But I think that Anna Kasparian has had problems with the left for a long time. I have too, by the way, to be clear. How many times have I argued with the left broadly? All the time. I think that she is intelligent, and she's had largely progressive values, but there are some bugbear issues that get under her skin, a few chips on her shoulder that have bothered her. We've talked before about the crime stuff, but I think it's a lot of stuff like that. And I've called it before, like soccer mom, like liberalism, right? White moderate syndrome. You know, it's like you're very progressive until something slightly affects you. And I think to an extent, this affects everyone. Everyone has their positions challenged by personal inconvenience. You can be principally pro housing first homeless policies all you want, but a lot of people will, when walking down the street, see a homeless person being belligerent or smelly or a nuisance, and for a second, like, you know, but for a good person, for a good political activist, that doesn't cancel out their political belief. It's a momentary challenge that can be rejected logically. Oh, a single anecdote doesn't change the math here. This doesn't change anything, you know, a single homeless person being belligerent, that doesn't alter the logic of addressing homeless issues. Some weaker people will have their minds shifted, and I think Anna is weak, or at least weaker than I am, though that's a high bar to meet. I think that her bugbears have been growing. The chips on her shoulder have been mounting for a while, and I think that Anna saw in me somebody who might sympathize with her. Because how many times have I criticized the left on optics or on behavior? All the time. God, practically as much as I criticize the right. It happens constantly. I think she thought of me as somebody who would maybe not agree with her on everything, but I would like come on here on stream and I would go like, why are you losers getting upset over this birthing person take? I mean, okay, maybe Anna didn't phrase it perfectly or whatever, but do you really think that like the average voter is receptive to language like that or something like that? Like she expected that I would have gone that direction, or maybe that more people would have, you know, but I didn't. Nobody did. So I think that she's quite upset over that, and I think that she might be particularly upset with me because I was maybe the largest like hinge there. I was like the kind of the largest point to teeter in either direction. That's just a guess on my part. I don't know this for sure. But I do know that when I questioned her privately on her takes on crime and recidivism, she responded earnestly with a bunch of links, articles, and arguments. Like I messaged her asking, hey, I've heard some discourse about your takes on crime. What's happening? I don't understand. And she like responded quite earnestly. I think she saw in me potentially, not a convert, but somebody who would be more charitable. And I am charitable, I think, to bad takes sometimes. Nobody's perfect, and I've had takes that I later went on to disagree with, but I will not excuse that birthing person shit. Because for me, the problem isn't a person having a bad idea. Everyone has bad ideas. The problem is people defending those bad ideas with bad logic, and that's what she did. If the outcome is bad, maybe the process can be tweaked to produce a better outcome. But if the process is bad, that's a much bigger issue. So her saying the birthing person thing was one thing, but her quadrupling down on referring to women as birthing persons betrays an underlying ideological inconsistency which would suggest no principles or at least no thought on the matter. And that's not something I respect, and I'm not going to treat that with the light touch that I would if it was simply a single errant conclusion arrived at. And that's why these things tend to happen in big waves, right? She got mad about the birthing person thing, and now she's pivoting the entire network towards the right, to the point where Cenk is saying, like, yeah, we're mainstream progressives now, instead of like left progressive or whatever. Like that's the process being the issue. It wasn't one conclusion. It's the whole thing all of a sudden. Now she's on Adam Sid. She's politically homeless. She's getting praised by Sargon of Akkad. It's everything. And I called it, and I was right, and I'm always right. And I identified this, and I tried to reach out to her, and she wouldn't have it. And she won't talk to me because she'd lose, and that's really all there is to it. But in the meantime, you know, they accuse me of wanting to farm attention for the engagement with them. I challenge them then, don't mention me. Even if people donate a lot of money to you to get you to do so, just don't mention me. That's fine. It's not like my channel's doing poorly. I'm doing all right. Just try to ignore me. Be the adult. Don't give me the attention. It'll be okay. They will, of course, because they get just as much attention at talking about me as I do about them.